to myztro. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Sure. Yeah, I will start with GaRpY.
Prepare to fight.
Let's go.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Interesting
And
matchup, yeah. And GaRpY gets a nice one, the heavy. Real rocket launcher. The lightning gun gets defended by ZenAku with the tri-bolt. Oh, but look at this. Well, actually, there's some return damage again from the tri-bolt. But yeah, GaRpY has the invis already if he gets into a trickier situation.
Ouch.
Oh, but still, the magic rockets. Yeah, GaRpY has, like, yeah, he said in the interview that he played like games with worse netcode than Quake Champions, and he says that that's the reason why his rockets are so good. He's so great at predicting, but look at this, ZenAku returning his own medicine.
Yeah, and Ghost Walk popped from GaRpY there in that corner in the last possible second. I mean, just a frame later he would be dead. But so nicely done from him, which actually gave him a chance to turn this around more or less, because he was looking pretty grim there for a moment. But ZenAku is constantly in his well, I was gonna say in his ass, but he's not in his ass, but he's well,
sniffing it.
Yeah, exactly. He's definitely sniffing it right now, and constantly putting pressure towards him. So, but GaRpY's ice cold. I mean, right now. Steals away the heavy and pops the Ghost Walk and comes out here with the LG, and this is a fight that could go either way. But ZenAku finishes it off with a nice rail to give him the first round. The first kill of this game.
Yeah, and you see this quite yeah, every time in Awoken actually, like the one in the lead, in control, just waiting on T-com, getting all the information, and yeah, hitting the entry damage and also a clean kill.
One more rail here. Ooh, ZenAku just picks up some health there. He was dangerously low, but so was GaRpY. And looking a little bit reserved here, I must say. Not the outcome I would expect from GaRpY this match, but so far it's still early days, very, very early days, so a lot can happen. A couple of nice rails there from GaRpY. Can't quite finish off the last one, and can't get that one either, but ZenAku is now low. He has to scavenge right now. No item up for, yeah, both items have went the way of GaRpY. He's very, very, very strong right now.
Yeah, but on the other hand, also making a lot of sound, and ZenAku already in the lead. He's just baiting him around the corner. Like, okay, if you want to attack, you will get rockets at your feet. But now there is, with the rail, a great opening from GaRpY. The inject gets used, and that's a lifeline. But the damage in return from ZenAku is awesome, actually.
That was insane. I can't believe GaRpY didn't get that. He looked so good. He just hit so many rails and was gonna finish it off with the LG, and ZenAku all of a sudden just pops the inject, and all of a sudden he's just...
Oh, the invis, aggressive invis? No, it's not really aggressive. He takes the upper parts.
Oh,
Wow, I think GaRpY could have been more aggressive, but oh, he gets it in the end. ZenAku's still out of the open. Because, yeah, if you looked at the stack GaRpY was working with, he could just go all in.
No, absolutely. You're right about that. And look at now, the tables have turned completely. ZenAku is now really, really weak, but constantly getting hit by these rails. GaRpY's having time of his life when it comes to rails, but this engagement, wherever it goes to ZenAku, and yeah, I feel like this, ZenAku is so good at those close range LG battles. And Another invis pop there from GaRpY. Oh, tried to get the collateral there, but... Or not the collateral, but tried to get the damage there, but couldn't get anything. And then ZenAku knew he was right on his feet.
Yeah.
And now it's spiraling out of control.
Yeah, and also ZenAku using the speed to get to a just spawned light, who does not have any weapons and also no armor.
Stopwatch.
Great use of the air control actually, because you can, if you have some speed, you can easily steer around those corners and get to another position quite quick. Oh, and GaRpY staying around.
Oh wow.
GG.
Oh, what?
I think slap him in the face also. It's
That was the earliest GG I've seen.
yeah, but like the momentum was so heavy into ZenAku's favor. I understand. Just let's go next.
Yeah, yeah. In a sense, that might be the most clever choice anyway.
Well, he's in your interview. He just said, "No, you always have to follow through." But not today.
No. Oh, he seems really tilted right now. Yeah, but I understand why he's frustrated, because that was that moment that I very loudly just shouted out, "What?" Because GaRpY hit 3 rails and he went in for the LG battle. He was fully stacked, and somehow GaRpY was just completely obliterated still, and actually lost the situation by all means. It looked like the HP from GaRpY just disappeared magically. I don't understand what happened either, actually. So I can understand why GaRpY's tilted, and that sort of set the tone for the remainder of the match. Like GaRpY said, once you start tilting, it's pretty much over. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure why he was writing that in the chat, but regardless, maybe they're not in the same room or something. Maybe perhaps they're actually not sitting next to each other anymore.
Yeah, I hope he can clear his mind.
Yeah.
And get into this map, which he will have more room to breathe.
Yeah, new map, new opportunities. You can win this one and take it back, and then win the last one and still win the series. So it's not over. I don't remember what the champ picks was in this one. Okay, Strong and Ranger.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in.
I do favor the speed of
1. Fight.
Stroke. But yeah, you can kind of still catch your opponent with the orb, right? So small mitigation in the speed that ZenAku is working with.
Yeah, when used correctly, the Piku can be such a nice, friend in all of this. But so can the orb, if it's being used correctly. So yeah, anybody's game. But let's see. Hopefully, GaRpY gets a slightly better start this time, and we actually get to follow through the whole game.
Yeah, and actually now like in Awoken, GaRpY had a great start actually. Very paced out and relaxed. Like, was able to fend off ZenAku for at least 2-3 minutes. And it does seem that he recovered a bit from his tilt, because he's back in the same chill mode as he had at the start of Awoken.
Yeah, seems calm and collective at the moment. Not overstepping, and definitely hitting where he should. Now he's had more battles with the Peaker than he's had with the actual player of ZenAku. But regardless, yes, this is a part of Quake that I also like seeing when both players are just sort of sneaking around. And here comes GaRpY. Actually, he's gonna steal away the heavy, and ZenAku flies up that jump pad, and yeah, GaRpY now steals the mega as well. But ZenAku is hitting a nice rails, which basically removes that overstack that GaRpY had, and they're pretty much equal again. But still, the items were his.
The opening damage comes from GaRpY actually with the LG, but then ZenAku starts hitting his rockets. And yeah, GaRpY does not survive. First frag to ZenAku again. It's actually funny, he tries to steer the Peaker as low as possible to the ground.
Yeah.
I think he...
Stopwatch.
Yeah, he's doing that, so it might be harder to hit.
Maybe. That Peaker didn't do much that time anyway. So as we can see, GaRpY's working on a nice stack here. Not so much armor. He picks up a little bit of armor, and yeah, still just 1-0. So obviously not time to give up just yet. He picks up the heavy now as well. There's still a decent split between the items. There's 3 seconds till Mega comes up. I think he's gonna contest it here, but ZenAku is already standing on the platform, and he picked it up just like that. Instead, GaRpY takes up a couple of damage. I don't think GaRpY did any damage there because he missed all of his rails, unfortunately, but took a lot of damage in return. And
Stopwatch.
I don't know. Yeah, it's looking pretty dark right now for GaRpY, but obviously still early days. But
yeah, like this has to be the start. Like hit one rail more, then use the orb. But the fadeaway rocket from ZenAku hits GaRpY's nose, and yeah, that kills off the momentum from GaRpY.
Stopwatch.
So losing out on the position of the heavy. ZenAku very healthy stroke right now.
also the speed of that Strong is, look at that, just flying past the corner. Peaker straight to the face, which leaves GaRpY very low, and a nice rocket from ZenAku. Finishes off GaRpY, finishes off the job, 2-0. Great start from ZenAku again, looking clean, looking solid. And GaRpY now needs to find something pretty quickly here. Otherwise it's spiraling quickly out of control. Here comes an LG battle, a nice orb, nearly finishes off ZenAku, but not this time. But ZenAku now, picks up Mega though, good timing for him, which will stop all of that bleeding that he had before. ZenAku is so well aware of where GaRpY is as well. He knows that. Wow! Collateral.
He shows his speaker in public.
Yeah, that's illegal in most countries, I think.
True. Yeah, in Quake it's fined by death.
Yeah. So that's exactly what happened. Here comes another orb play by GaRpY, and just like that, it's 3-2. And still, like I said, half the match is passed. So still, lots of time for him to build on this opening that he's now been given. And we can see that immediately he starts. Yeah, you can sort of see in his movement that he becomes more motivated, and that's sometimes what you need. Just one kill that's gonna give you some light at the end of the tunnel. Again, GaRpY worked with a better stack than ZenAku, and firing off that orb just to defend that Mega. And now he's gonna pick up the Mega as well, so he's controlling the items. There's now a 12-second split between them, which is also good for his sake. But ZenAku with
great rocket. ZenAku not working with any armor anymore. He was even railable. Oh, but no! ZenAku gets the spawns of spawns. Gets greeted by the heavy.
That's lucky.
Indeed.
That's good for him. But GaRpY with a nice rail to basically remove that advantage that ZenAku had from getting that spawn and picking up the heavy. But he's gonna pick up the mega as well. And that's, yeah, obviously GaRpY did what he could there. At least try to make some damage. But didn't hit much though. And basically that's completely neutralized because look at the stack that ZenAku's working with now. But GaRpY's doing the right thing. He's staying back and just trying to hit rails, trying to avoid him at all costs.
Ooh.
That didn't work out
No.
the way that he wanted to, I think.
Yeah. But it's also like the heavy went in ZenAku's favor, so he just had so much stack to work with. Maybe a little bit of wrong calculation from GaRpY, and now he overstays his welcome. Well, he also could have went for the heavy.
Yeah, you gotta watch out because stuff can quickly spiral out of your control. Here comes another contestant here for the mega. It's up in 2 seconds, and yeah, just some defensive shots. Piku comes out to draw away attention, and here comes ZenAku, another nice rail from GaRpY. This is his chance to find ZenAku here. If he can find ZenAku here right now, before he picks up the mega, he can actually steal away the mega. Never mind, ZenAku picked it up. Oh, the heavy, I mean, sorry. And 2 minutes left now. What do you think? What should GaRpY do here?
Yeah, well, deny this mega health is he's able, but all the positioning of ZenAku with the picker. Oh, and he actually turns around, yeah. Oh, and now both items are up. So they are trading, but GaRpY is now hitting the shots.
Yeah, GaRpY's doing a good job with these rails, and look at that, ZenAku down to like 5 HP. This is GaRpY's chance, nearly misses that one. There's no item.
He does
up
have the orb. Is he throwing
Yeah.
it? I think he needs to save it for... Oh,
Wow.
he doesn't even need it. Like, if there's gonna be a portal play, like, then it's the moment that you need to use the orb. But he's doing great. Ah, but again, the heavy goes to ZenAku.
Well, time is running out right now. Time's ticking away here.
Oh, ZenAku is out in the open. Oh, but the defensive rail kills off some momentum. GaRpY is working with.
Oh wow, 30 seconds left. GaRpY's running on low HP, picks up the mega. 100 HP, now another rail hit. The orb play comes out, nearly takes ZenAku out. GaRpY now needs to flee the scene. He's on 10
He would have
HP.
heard the portal, right? Yes!
I don't believe it. 15 seconds left. GaRpY finds ZenAku in the back. He had no reason to be there, but still he finds it. And here comes another kill. Is GaRpY gonna run away with this win? I don't believe it. That's so nice.
Yeah,
That's-
but on the other hand, ZenAku right in the open at the T-Con. Also not the best place to be when you're raidable and there's only 10 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, GaRpY just stood strong and yeah, banked on. I think it's still a mistake from ZenAku, but yeah, more Quake for us, right? We're going to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, mate, I'm happy about that, because I also like to see GaRpY swing back from that, because after the first map, it looked grim for him. Also, ZenAku, it was 5-3 there for a while. ZenAku looked like he was in control, but honestly, mate, GaRpY, he was hitting a lot of good rails. ZenAku was often in an overstack. GaRpY was hitting the rails to sort of take him back on Earth again. ZenAku knocked the air out of his lungs, and that way he could also handle him in a different way. And I think those rails were definitely a big part of his yeah, of his way back into that game. Only 39% rail, but when he needed to hit the rails, he hit them, and yeah, so I'm happy about that.
Thank for the subscription, Rage 873. We are now moving into the Deep Embrace, the tiebreaker. The winner of this one will earn himself a place in the winner bracket final.
Right, where they will play versus Racy, so it's not an easy opponent to go up to. Racy's been winning basically every community cup he's attending. He wins all of them, and he's just a monster when it comes to these cups. Just usually a machine. Would be cool to see an all myztro finals maybe, but regardless.
Round begins in
So, ZenAku is on the Strog. Scale Bearer, sorry.
fight.
GaRpY is on Doom.
Yep. I'm on ZenAku to begin with, and he gets the heavy spawn. So ZenAku will have the speed and the damage from the bull rush, while GaRpY has fists to work with. But yeah, the double jump is really nice in this map.
Absolutely. This map is it has 2 levels basically, as have many maps, but on this map there's the ability to be able to jump quickly up and down between the 2 levels is very, very important. So yeah, it's a good map pick, absolutely. We'll see how it goes here between these two. Already some damage being dealt between the 2 players, but no kill, obviously. Not yet. Sort of just, anyone trying to find a good split between the items. And nice rails from GaRpY, and ZenAku's taking a lot of damage, and here comes the bull rush, but it's unsuccessful, and that's GaRpY on the map. On the board, 1-0.
Yeah, ooh. And the other champ would go after the map, but with skill boa you can turn 90 degrees if you want. Oh,
Another
wow.
nice rocket from GaRpY with a nice LG finish, and just in time he picks up that heavy, but he's not going to be able to pick up the mega because that's on the other side of the map, and that's going to be ZenAku's. Never mind, here comes ZenAku flying in. What the hell just happened?
Bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't actually see what happened there, but it looked so weird because GaRpY just lost all of his HP.
But yeah, GaRpY earning himself the heavy. ZenAku wants to do some exit damage probably. Doesn't get it. But can fall back to this mega health. Yeah, GaRpY having the upper position, so it will be hard for ZenAku to go there.
ZenAku had a dangerous overstack, but a couple of nice shots from GaRpY, and it's all gone, and now ZenAku needs to get out of there quickly. And GaRpY's now in full control. He's got a nice split between the items, but here comes GaRpY. Failed bull rush, or maybe that was intended, I don't know. Regardless, he falls down to the lower levels again.
Yeah, I think he just used it to get the damage mitigation and escape to this heavy, because now, ooh, no, still some damage from GaRpY from below. Oh, and even after this rail shot. But GaRpY, yeah, he's on death's door. This is now time for ZenAku to get his second frag.
ZenAku currently on 28% rail, GaRpY on 80. And yeah, he hits 8 out of 10 shots right now, and that's proven to be, well, last map that was a big part of his comeback after that 5-3 deficit, and this map it's certainly been keeping him alive, because ZenAku is definitely not going down here without a fight. He's kicking back very, very hard. And look at these rails. GaRpY just continues hitting them, which is basically keeping ZenAku at bay. If it wasn't for these rails, ZenAku could easily just rush in with his overstack and get a free kill on GaRpY.
He hasn't been able to seal the deal.
No, certainly not. He's been kept at bay, and that's something that GaRpY is doing really well. Just look at ZenAku's stack. It's almost like you get scared just by watching it. You know, you're like, Jesus, you can't get close to this guy right now. But GaRpY's doing well.
There has to be a moment that he needs to force the issue. Like, oh, now finally he had the upper position, and then he gets pushed down. Oh, what?
Whoa! What the hell? GaRpY fell down on him. That was the wrong moment to fall down on someone. Oh no, look at this. ZenAku really, okay, it's not an oh no moment, but from GaRpY's perspective it is, but ZenAku now, that was the opening that he needed, because now he's back into this game. Look at GaRpY's just taking a shit ton of damage. He's got no armor, and as you know, his HP is just melting away from those LG battles.
So, for a moment, there was falling damage in quick champions.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Oh, they are chasing each other.
That's like the first time I've seen GaRpY use this ability this match. And that wasn't for the benefit of taking down ZenAku, it was just to survive, and he still couldn't survive. 4-2 still, you know, just a 2-round deficit, make it 3. As ZenAku fills GaRpY's face with a buckshot. And I don't know. As we know, this map is spiral out of control.
Oh, look at this. GaRpY working with the sharpest angle. And he's so sharp himself that he hits the shot.
It was definitely what he needed there to put an end to ZenAku's you know, upcoming there. Still 5-3. ZenAku's leading with 2 rounds, but no item up for another 8 seconds, and ZenAku is kind of in a dire situation here. He peeks out on that corner, hits a rail, but does hit another rail on GaRpY. Now it's equal, but GaRpY picks up that armor, but still he's on 10 HP. That's not to play with. Ooh, missed rail. Missed opportunity. ZenAku is now stacked up again. Here comes the battle. Nice lead on from GaRpY, but he's low. He's doesn't get the spawn that he predicted. And yeah, he's on 20 HP. Look at this. ZenAku can just knead on him and he will die. And he's got nothing to pick up now, basically. Just a couple of health bubbles. But ZenAku is now working with a great overstack.
And he almost get the heavy. Ooh, he's shopping for that rail. Oh, thankfully for him, only one rocket with a little bit of splash damage. That was a risky play. GaRpY railable for a second. He has the upper position, but yeah, the bull rush. I think it's great how he's using that the whole map to pick up those major items with the damage reduction in effect. Because if you use the bull rush, I don't exactly know the amount that gets reduced, but it's a lot.
Yeah, that's for sure. And clock's ticking away here, just about 1.5 minutes left. ZenAku's still up with 1 point. And this is where the real fun begins here now, because ZenAku now needs to find a way to, well, to keep his lead and potentially find another frag, but not overstepping his boundaries too much. Whereas GaRpY needs to find an opening, he needs to be more aggressive, he needs to find the right moment here, and so far it's not really time yet. Looking at the stacks, we can see Oh, GaRpY with a rail, or with a rocket to the face, and that took him
1
down.
minute warning.
And now it's 6-4.
Yeah, it's GaRpY getting the stomper. So actually, the rockets gave ZenAku enough force to do the passive damage onto GaRpY. So GaRpY, it was actually a suicide by throwing a skill bearer into your own face.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think that there's a chance for GaRpY anymore because there's a three score gap here, and with that frag it's sealed. And yeah, ZenAku runs away with that 2-1. This map was very interesting to see because it kind of looked like, I mean, GaRpY had some great control, and then there was this. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think
You lose.
he was on a streak, and I think he jumped down into ZenAku's bull rush because he wanted to LG him because he was low, and ZenAku found like 3 or 4 frags off of that and quickly took control of the match, and ever since that time it was GaRpY wasn't in control anymore. So that's how Quake works, I suppose. It's just, you find control, and then if you're good, you can just keep it up.